Let's move over to La Liga now, and Valencia versus Barcelona is the game on Sunday night, 8 p.m. But Barcelona, and again, we're going around Europe at the moment, and apart from the Premier League, there's some fantastic title races going on at the moment, and in La Liga, I know you believe that it's a big three. I'm going to chuck Sevilla in there as well, because at the moment, you've got them in that top four with a real shot at possibly doing it if the other guys can start to stumble. But is this one of the most mediocre title races of all time? Because you've got Atletico Madrid, who were miles ahead and looks like it was going to be done. They have completely balls this up completely. Real Madrid, I think, are running on fumes a little bit at the moment. They're sort of clinging on to absolutely every element of experience that they've got within that team. And of course, Benzema dragging them through the Champions League this week as well. And then you've got Barcelona. Now, talk to me about Barcelona, Hugh, because they were finished. It was over. But look at them now. They've really, really turned it around.
People were calling for Ronald Koeman's head. The manager had to go. Messi was 1 foot out the door. Things were falling apart in terms of the president, needed a new change. And now suddenly the makeup, the atmosphere at Barcelona has completely changed. The title win could be huge for the club. It could be one of two ways for me. It can go down the road that Lionel Messi sees that they win a league title. If they do, could that mean that the future bodes so well under Ronald Koeman that entices him to stay for another couple of seasons with that carrot dangled there of going to win another Champions League in the next couple of seasons with Barcelona, and what a dream ending that would be? Or does he see this as his dream ending? He's able to leave in the summer on a free transfer that could open so many huge doors for him. And of course, he gets to say goodbye to the fans with a trophy if they win La Liga. So it goes down one of two ways.
Well, Hugh, if you were Ronald Koeman, what would you do?
If I was Ronald Koeman, what could I do? Ultimately, Lionel Messi can walk out the door and you can't do anything about it. Yeah. I'd be there outside of his front door every morning with a continental breakfast and telling him how much I love him.
Continental, wow.
Yeah, I'd massage his feet before the game. I'd do anything I could to keep Lionel Messi at the club, because he's such an iconic figure. He's still so talented. His performances this season show that. And of course, the fans absolutely love him. And the idea of playing alongside of him means it's almost easier to buy players as well. So it's huge.
The reason I asked that question, mate, is because I feel like Ronald Koeman's been the star for Barcelona this season. The fact that he came in, no one gave him a chance. Everyone basically said, you've got this season and that is it. You will not be manager of this team next season because of the mess of the Champions League last season, of course, against Bayern Munich, that terrible result. But I feel like he's grown clearly. I mean, I guess different times for different managers at different clubs, it works or it doesn't work. But his stock was pretty low after that time at Everton, and he's gone to Barcelona. And again, it wasn't really working. But the best thing that kind of happened to Barcelona, I think, was almost getting knocked out of the Champions League, but also the change in system. The playing three at the back has been huge for Barcelona, and that's down to the kind of bravery of Ronald Koeman. So I wonder if, as much as, getting that La Liga, does Ronald Koeman have that little bit more gravitas and power to convince Lionel Messi to stay at this football club?
If he wins the league title.
Simple as that.
I think it's massive for him. Yeah, absolutely. It's massive for him. If they don't win the league title, imagine it comes down to the final game and Barcelona don't get over the line and they lose on that game would probably be the 90 minutes that defines Ronald Koeman as a Barcelona manager. So the next few weeks are going to be hugely important for him. His reputation as a manager all over the world, but of course, exactly how that affects his time at Barcelona. Look, he's done very, very well for me. I think the main thing he's done, I know you say he's changed the system, but actually there was no harmony at the start of the season with his group of players. Now they seem to be enjoying each other's company. They seem to be enjoying their games. They're all playing with a smile on their faces. They seem far more relaxed. That is a huge change to the start of the season. They looked incredibly tense. No one seemed happy, particularly Lionel Messi. And now everyone's smiling. And I think, look, if you can bring that to a club with as many talented players as they do have, and some fantastic youngsters to add to that as well, then you're going in the right direction. Those will be the metrics by which Ronald Koeman can say he's had a successful season. But again, I think the number one thing is winning the La Liga title. Yeah. I'm not sure Barcelona are my favourites at this point in time. I've got a sneaky feeling that the experience of Real Madrid will push them through at the end. I don't know.
No, I have concerns. I think you're right.
This is very tough. I know you're not. I know you wouldn't put your money on Sevilla, even though you said it.
No, I do love an underdog, but yeah, I mean that does feel like a stretch. But do you know what? In this season of all seasons, I would really love Real Madrid or Barcelona to not win La Liga this season. I think you're so right in terms of that point on harmony, because you look at, say, like Antoine Griezmann, he's playing as a centre forward. Now it seems pretty obvious, but the way that Barcelona is so used to playing, he was you were trying to fit him in. And even the signing of him, initially I was very confused about why he even came in, but 11 goals this season now. He's been in great form for them. You talk about Lionel Messi, 25 goals this season. My concern for Barcelona is going into this game against Valencia, a game that they drew earlier in the season. Of course, they did play a back four in that game. It's these big games that they do seem to struggle with, losing to Sevilla, drawing against Valencia, losing to Real Madrid in both games this season, not being able to get anywhere in the Champions League, really. Does that concern you? And when I go back to that idea of a mediocre kind of run-in, when it comes to Barcelona, as much as there's been a comeback there, in those big games, even last week, they were pretty poor in that game. They got lucky to kind of get the victory. Do you think they can kind of win these big games moving forward? I want to know. So you're going to go with Real Madrid, but do you think Barcelona will kind of, because it's in their own hands, really? Do you think they'll crumble in these big games?
I'm not sure they'll crumble. Ronald Koeman, basically, and I know you talked about the system change already, but they've been a more pragmatic team. This is Barcelona. This is the side that we associate with Johan Cruyff and beautiful football. And I think there has been a huge hangover from Pep Guardiola's time in charge of the club, because they took the game to another level. They were incredible to watch at times. The things that they did, winning all those Champions Leagues. I think what the Barcelona fans and hierarchy thought was, we can play like this forever, and it almost doesn't matter who the manager is, as long as they copy that. As long as they copy that style, that elegance, and that success as well. Ronald Koeman has come in, and even though he played for Barcelona and he understood the club and what they wanted, he looked at his group of players and said, we can't play that way every week. He also looked at Real Madrid and said, look what they've done without playing sensational, sexy football. Let's be a little bit more sensible with what we have at our disposal. That just means to me that they can't play teams off the park every single week. That doesn't mean they're not going to win the league title. I just think they've got a solidity now. They've got a strength. They've got some fantastic players doing well in the forward line as well. The recipe is there for them to win the league title. As I say, I think Real Madrid might win it, but I can't predict at this point in time whether it will be them. I can certainly predict this weekend. Valencia haven't won in the last 5 games. At Barcelona, 10 wins in the last 12. I would be shocked if Barcelona don't win this. How do you see it?
Yeah, I can't agree more. But 14th in the league, Valencia, a really poor season for them. I also think, they play with a 4-4-2. I think Barcelona will just pick them apart in this game, and I think they'll be absolutely fine moving into those last few games of the season. Prediction for the La Liga. I think you're right. I'm going to go sensible. I think you're right. I think Real Madrid might get over the line.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.